What we do is important, but how we do what we do becomes more and more important. And that's for every guy here. We got to do it better. Our goal is to have the kind of team that nobody wants to play. And that means that we have to impose our will to dominate the competition all the time. It's all about what does it take to break you.
If you are satisfied, if you are not hungry, you need to check yourself.
And what paper you got to go get it and go out.
Right now is your chance. Right now is your opportunity. Right now, you got to make today count.
Roll Tide, brother.
Roll Tide, baby.
What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much.
Cool.
Ooh, mosquitoes tear me up out here.
Maybe get some off or something. Roll Tide to the chat. You know, happy Thursday, you guys. September I'm in September. Well, I'm so far off. I'm ready for football. I'm talking about September. June 8, 2023. Welcome everybody. William Brown, we see you. Stephen Hicks, Jeff Stapleton. 6-0, baby. What's going on with you? So we don't have a special guest for tonight. Me and Nick running this thing by ourselves. And we got a good couple of topics here we want to talk to you about. And I'm gonna turn it over to Nick and let him start this thing off, man.
So, as y'all know, we just had a couple of official visits this weekend. And we're going to talk about some of them guys, and we're going to talk about some of the future guys that have set up for an official visit. And one of the guys that we had was Charles Lester III. He's a quarterback from Florida, 5-star kid. And when I looked at this dude is amazing. This dude is somebody that I would love to have in Tuscaloosa. And I can't remember what he's leaning towards, but he's not leaning towards Alabama now. But you know how this recruiting thing goes. We can always, you know what I'm saying, sway him. And Nick Saban, Coach Saban is good for 6 minutes. So that was one of the guys that we had on campus.
Florida State.
Do you know much about him?
I didn't watch his film. I didn't know much about him, but I know Florida State is a school that
yes,
you know.
That's exactly
so
right.
He's a Florida kid, so you know, that may be a good thing for Florida if they can keep him in state. But like you said, you know, Nick Saban, you don't never count him out. You know, I looked at his film, man, and hey, man, the guy is solid.
Nice.
The boy is nice. So, you know, hopefully it's somebody we can get on campus for a visit and maybe flip that commitment over to the Crimson Tide. Yeah, so.
And the next guy.
Oh, dude, might check in. Steve Hicks, AJ, can y'all hear us? Jeff?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he said there it is.
I'm finna say it might just be on his end.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the next guy that we had on this list that visited this past weekend was Perry Thompson. Now he's already committed to Alabama, wide receiver.
Right. Out of Foley.
Yes, sir.
You don't go for Foley. Yes, sir, baby.
Hey, now what I like about these commits when they're already committed and they still taking official visits or unofficial visits to the school that they verbally committed to, because to me, when that happens, you can tell they kind of locked in. You don't know yet until they sign on the paper, but I feel more comfortable with those commits that already verbally committed. But this dude, I like his size. He does remind me of Julio. He does have that Julio type build from Foley. And I think he can be somebody that can bring an aggressiveness back to him in a wide receiver group. And I just like him as an all-around athlete, man. So what's your thoughts on Perry Thompson?
Hey man, that's like I said, man. Boy, out of Perry, I mean, not outside of Perry. He's out of Foley, Alabama, 6'3", about 205. Versatile. Like I said, he remind me. I'm agreeing with you. Remind me of Julio. And man, like you were saying earlier too, those people who already verbally committed and they've been on official visit, but they still coming on unofficial visits. That show you that they just want to get to the school. They're waiting, they're itching to get to the school. They keep coming back, and they, they're showing their commitment, but it's to me, they coming back like, hey, I can't wait till I get here. So they're showing that they want to be there, in the school, and they want to be a part of the program. So, that's a beautiful thing to me, because he's taking visit to a place he already committed to, and he ain't talking about no other school. So I'm all down for it.
Yeah, sir. I like that. Mm-hmm. So the next dude on the list, Caleb Odom. He was leading more towards Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
But this
Alabama
actually did. Yeah, but this week I actually did a video on this kid this week. He has been crystal since that visit to Alabama.
Okay.
Tight end. He's gonna have to put, but Caleb Odom looks like that dude. I don't know what they're gonna do with Alabama, but he looked like that nigga spread out wide and play receiver as well. He's very athletic, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see what Alabama really want to do with him. Are they gonna bulk him up to play a tight end, or are they just gonna let him be that athletic tight end and spread him out wide? You know, so use him as the athletic guy. That's what I'm interested in. He's Georgia, but your thoughts on Caleb Odom?
Right, man? He's out of Carrollton.
Carrollton,
he out of Carrollton. And for the people who don't really know the geographical map of Georgia, Carrollton ain't far from the Alabama state line, bro. Carrollton ain't, is only maybe 30 minutes, 20 some odd minutes to the Alabama state line, coming 20 west. So, yeah, that's a good thing, He like you say, he need to put on weight, but he has hands, and it looks like he's smart as far as like what a high IQ of the position, from what I'm seeing. So so of course, we got a new OC who has shown in the previous, his previous place of employment that he plays the tight ends. So
yes, sir.
So we got to start back, going after tight ends and getting their tight end play back and to the OJ Howard days and all them kind of things. So I think he'd be a great addition, man. I think he'll be a hit if we can get him in. And I love to see young man in the Alabama uniform. So
yes, sir. What my man said in the comments. Yeah, I seen that too, Jeff. I seen that video as well, man. But next guy that visited last week was Kai Bates, Florida guy, cornerback.
Out of Orlando.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Where was it?
LSU.
Yeah, LSU.
Edgewater.
Yeah, Edgewater. Yes, Edgewater and LSU. He's leaning towards LSU. Yes. But Edgewater, a lot of them guys come from Edgewater. Christian Leary came from Edgewater.
Yeah. Now, see, that's the one thing I hope don't hurt us with the whole Christian Leary situation. I don't know if you know some of Christian Leary family, and Christian probably go home in summertime and they talking, and I don't want that to be like, yeah, man, they got me there, but I didn't really get on the field. So if we can get, like I said, he's leaning toward LSU. But if we can get him, we got to play him.
Yeah, we got to play him, man.
See, and
this is the thing I hate about this because we say them, and I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. But these players know they need to know too. They got to come down and work, baby. They got wherever they go, they got to work. They gotta work.
Yeah, that's no doubt. Wherever you go, you got to put in the work, man. To pay dividends, you don't get a check if you don't go to work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's in the real world. To get paid on Friday or every other Friday or however you get paid, you got to show up for work. And do your job.
Yeah.
So, but the thing about Christian Leary, I'm going back to Christian Leary. I think Christian Leary was putting in work. I just think he came in during a time when we had Bill O'Brien and he just, Bill O'Brien was kind of stubborn and it just didn't pan out. And when Christian left, I was hurt. I was hurt because I wanted to see. That one shocked me. That one in JoJo Earl shocked me. I ain't gonna lie. Because JoJo Earl had been getting time. Now he been injured. So but he got injured a couple times, but he was still getting in, playing time. And then Leary, that one hurt my heart. I ain't gonna lie. That one hurt my heart there, man.
I was so hungry when he came to Alabama, man. I was so big on that dude. And I was just waiting for your opportunity. I remember that freshman year, like he even became an emergency running back. And I was like, dang, they're kind of smart. I was like, if they scheme it right, it could actually work. Because now you got somebody with speed that can run the ball, possibly, you know what I'm saying? But also, you got a man in the backfield that can line up wide as a wide receiver. So, man, he could have been an offensive weapon. He could have been just straight up an OW, bro. And I don't know I don't know what went wrong with that, but man, when he transferred, think about it was the first game of the season, a second game. Miro should have hit him for a touchdown, but Miro overthrew the man.
Yeah.
Should have had a touchdown. But man, I just didn't know what happened, man. I really don't know what happened, man.
Well, we can't crap out spilled milk now, man. He's gone, and but that one just hurt my heart. I ain't gonna lie, that one.
Yeah.
So, but if we can get, Kai to come in and commit, man, and we can flip him from LSU, I think it'll be a great thing.
Yes, sir. But the next wave of guys, I really don't know much about because I haven't I kept up with them or whatever, but I haven't looked into much of this stuff yet. But the next guy is Jordan. What is it? Seaton from Florida.
Jordan Seaton, yeah, Jordan Seaton out of Florida. I don't really know much about him as well. I just know he's offensive tackle, but I haven't really did my homework on him to see. He's out of the DC area. I know that much, and but I don't know much about him per se.
Yeah.
If anybody in the chat knows about Jordan Seaton, let us know, man. Tell us what you guys think about him.
Yeah, I wish Eric D was on. Eric D will probably know. Eric D the man.
Man, yes, he is.
He the man when it comes to recruit. And this actually, that's why I was funny when you say you want to talk about this, because this was actually like on my homework list to do, like tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, because I'm gonna do a video on these guys when I sit down and go through their highlights and pull up their recruiting profiles or whatever. But the next dude, what is his name, man? These Gibson. Corian Gibson. Yeah, Corian Gibson.
The cornerback.
He yes, cornerback out of Texas. And I'm gonna just tell you, Texas and Florida dudes, I like them dudes. 4-star guy.
Florida, baby.
Yeah.
Texas and Florida, baby. I did watch a little bit of, some film on him, man. He seemed to have good feet, play on the ball. I think he about $160 or something out of Lancaster, Texas. And has some room to grow, but very promising from what I've seen. Listen, I haven't done a whole ton of homework on him, but the little bit I have saw, I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I'm not sure what he may be leaning toward or anything of that nature, but
yeah, like I said, by tomorrow, I'm gonna figure all this stuff out about this group of guys because the 9th is coming, and I'm trying to put this video out at least on the 8th or whatever about these guys. But the next two guys I do know about is Daniel Calhoun, offensive tackle. I do know about him. He a big guy. He a nice dude. He a nice dude or whatever. I can't remember where he's leaning to or whatever. Like I said, I didn't figure that. I didn't look into all that, but I do know about Calhoun though, because I looked them up before, like way before this time. It was like probably about a month ago. I was talking about this dude, whatever. But I always gonna use that depth on the offensive line to bring in some extra help.
Yeah. There's also a guy by the name of William Saunders. He's coming to the 2024 class. He's out of Brookwood, Alabama. If anybody knows anything about that, Brookwood is basically Tuscaloosa, a suburb of Tuscaloosa. And he's a O lineman. He Alabama. He's all in on Alabama. So he's 6'3", 295, and like I said, 6'3", he got the height, he got the weight, man. He got the move. And what I like about what I saw him on the film, his feet work.
Yes, sir.
He's got some great footwork, man, and that's definitely needed. So he's committed to Alabama. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about him. That's one guy who has a verbal commit, but I'm not worried about him flipping or anything of that nature.
Yeah, I know. It's some other. I think Georgia. I think he just visited Georgia, or he had something coming up with Georgia. I know it's one of the two. It's one of the two, but I know for him too.
Right. Because somebody is trying to flip Perry Thompson. Somebody's on Perry Thompson real hard right now.
Woo! Auburn want that boy.
That wore chicken cats.
They want that boy bad, boy.
Yeah. So yeah, they own him hard, man. But I don't think Perry gonna flip to Auburn. Myself.
I don't think so neither. He better not, goddamn it. He better not, goddamn it.
Right.
But they pushing for him. Hugh Freeze pushing for that boy.
Man, they pushing for that guy.
So the next guy that I have on my list, DeMelo Jones. I know about him.
Okay,
Safety.
I don't know anything about him.
I don't know his measurements or nothing like that. I just know I've been seeing his name through the recruiting process, and I watched a little bit on him. Dude, a big time dude. Dude is a must get safety. I'm gonna say that he a must get safety for somebody. He is a must get.
Okay. Eric D in the chat. Maybe Eric D.
Eric D.
Maybe Eric can tell us about some of these guys we're talking about.
KB, you on? Hey, I ought to do something we don't know I'm gonna do. I ought to put the goddamn on thing, and I don't know about that.
Roll Tide, Waylon. I see you as well, my brother.
Yes, sir, Waylon. I see you.
Kangaroo Black, you famous. He got the Tennessee folk talking about it.
Yes, sir. Hey, boy, KB, you on, Robert?
Hey, all the chat. If you don't watch any KB stuff, please go watch KB. Kangaroo Black is, Roll Tide all day. His Alabama Crimson Tide. KB is famous now, y'all. He got him queuing up his videos, showing them on their show. KB, my man. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know anything about the guy you just talking about. I hadn't really done any work on him, any homework on him.
And DeMelo Jones, he is a Georgia commit. He committed to Georgia as well.
Okay.
Though I say he a must get, so I don't know how that go. You know how these kids go. He might be stuck on Georgia. I don't know though, but Hey, we'll see in the end. That's why I say this season is gonna be critical for us too, man. We gotta do good because that's gonna sway some of these kids as well. See,
Right.
Eric D.
Eric D said he gonna flip if KJ Bolden commits to Georgia.
Hey,
Eric D, we need you on the show, baby.
Man, that recruiting safeties out the world, bro. They getting all these 5-star safeties to come, bro.
Right. Gotta get to him. You know.
Yeah, that's fact.
Who else you got?
Who I got? CJ Jackson, 4-star outside linebacker, Georgia. That's another guy I haven't been looking into much into. Like I said, I was gonna do my homework on it tomorrow when I get off, so I can go do a video on these guys or whatever. But 4-star Johnson and this wild. See, you help me out with his name. Hampton. Is it Aaron?
Aaron. I don't know how to pronounce his first name either. Aaron.
Okay.
Aeryn, but I don't know how you officially pronounce it.
Yeah, he 4-star.
If I would have just read it, I would have thought it was a female, to be honest with you. You know, I would have thought it was a female name. Listen, I know we're in 2023 and you can, everything is one way or the other. I'm like Nick Jr. I love everybody. Okay. I would have thought it was a female name. It just, the way it's spelled, it looked kind of feminine to me,
Yeah, it do.
I would have thought it was, Aaron, that's what I would have thought. Maybe it's a funky way of somebody saying Aaron. Funky spelling, that's all. But I don't know much about him. I just know he's a wide receiver, and I'm not sure, I don't know any of his measurements or anything of that nature. I haven't looked him up at all.
Yeah. Waylon said he's gonna be on tonight on Ballot Sports TV, Ballot Sports Media at 9:30 Central. Okay.
I'll be there, Waylon.
Yes, sir. And this guy is Amari Jefferson, Tennessee guy. I think he actually just, what was it about Amari Jefferson? I just did something about Amari Jefferson, I think. I can't remember. But he a Tennessee guy, 4-star guy. He decent. Very decent. So he'll be on the campus on June. All these dudes that we're talking about now will be on campus June 9th through June 11th. Right. And 3-star guy, he's actually committed to Auburn, verbally committed to Auburn. Isa Fag.
Don't ask me.
Man, I don't know about the name. But he a 3-star guy, and he's committed to Auburn right now. So that's that. But I will. What's up?
Eric D said Hampton is an Alabama lock, and he's 5'10", lightning quick. Is what Eric D put in the chat. So I had to go back on him.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Eric D, but Eric D be big. Eric D, I'm asking you right now. Do you want to come on right now?
Yeah, man, we putting you on the spot, man.
Yes or no?
If you don't respond, we're gonna send somebody after you. We're gonna find you. Okay, Amari Jefferson.
Yeah, he visiting Georgia. That's why I was probably talking about him, man. Visit for Georgia or something like that.
Oh, he said Eric D.
Okay, I got you.
You can type all the other stuff. You can still say, yeah, you want to come on and no. Wow, bro. We ain't taking that for no answer.
Yeah, that's why I think I did. Yeah, this what. Yes, I thought I did. Yeah. But yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the week that we really need to be looking out for. Which week it is? June 23rd through June 25th. I ain't gonna even go. We ain't gonna go into it depth like we was doing, but that's the week we have KJ Bolden coming, Edric Houston, 5-star. Both of them, KJ Bolden 5-star, Edric Houston 5-star, Peyton Woodyard. He committed to Georgia, and I believe that he can. I believe that he can probably flip. He's from California too. I think from Mater Dei. He came out of Mater Dei. He's a 5-star kid. Well, 4-star, 5-star, I don't know. But what it is, that dude happening again. He coming back that week.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some dudes that got that coming. And June through 16th through 18th, that's when you got this dude, Colin Sims. Colin Sims, outside linebacker. This is a bad boy.
Yeah.
Colin Sims, bad boy. Jalen Mbakwe. We all know about him. He committed to Bama. DeMarcus Riddick. Georgia commit. He an Alabama kid though.
We got to flip him, bro.
Oh, gymnastics season about to start early, baby. They about to start early. But yeah, Nathan Frazier coming. It's a lot. So do these weeks, it's another running back, Daniel Hill from Mississippi. I think he leaning towards South Carolina, but Alabama in the passenger seat. We both in the front seat at this thing right now. So there's some big time dudes coming on campus in the upcoming weeks, I say. So like I say, the commitment is slow. It's slow right now. It's always slow for us. It always slow for us right now. But
slow.
Yeah, but this is when it heats up. This is when it normally heats up for. Hey, y'all, I'm sorry, man. I be forgetting about the chat, y'all. I'm so sorry.
That sounds good. Hey, man, one guy we didn't touch on was a guy. He's a defensive lineman, Terrence Hibbler. He's out of Mississippi.
Terrence Hibbler,
Mississippi, but he Alabama is leading the way. You know what I'm saying? Alabama is predicted to be where he lands, and I like Hibbler, man. For what I've seen on his highlights I've been watching.
I think he just visited Georgia. Man.
He did
this past weekend. I think he did just visit him.
But as of now, Alabama's still in the driver's seat. And then there's one more kid I want to talk about, man, which I saw the story, and man, it was a beautiful story to me, man. Young kid by the name of Miles Johnson. You ain't heard of him, have you?
Nah.
Yeah. You see my hand?
Yeah.
No stars.
Oh,
he had
wow.
0 stars. He had offers from Tuskegee. You know what Tuskegee is, ain't far from you.
Yeah, they're right down the street. Yeah.
In Liberty. Right? He's a linebacker. He's from Alabama. And he went to camp. He went to camp at Alabama last week. Nick offered him. This dude is flipping. He went to camp. Look up Miles Johnson. Myles Johnson. First Power 5 or D5 D1 school offer. Well, Liberty's D1, but Power 5 school. He got offered to Alabama. He's an Alabama kid. He's out of where is he from? Bruton, Alabama. I don't even know where Bruton, Brewton is. I'm not even sure what is that, north, south, east, or west. I'm not sure where it is. But he's a linebacker and he got offered. And I'm pretty sure after this offer from Alabama, he's gonna get some other offers from other schools. But just the fact that Alabama offered him when he had a 0-star rating on 3, 247, he's not on anyone's. Wayland says in South Alabama, but he was not on anyone's radar. Tuskegee, which is the HBCU, in Liberty. And this kid got out, and I had never heard of him, man. It just kind of popped up on my feed, and I'm reading about it. But for Nick Saban to offer this guy, and he offered him at camp, that says a lot. He sees something in this kid. And you know how we feel about it. We believe in Nick Saban. So if he sees something in this kid to offer him when he's, got 0 stars on, I think he's the class of 2025, if I'm not mistaken. But just for other schools not offering them nothing, just small Tuskegee and Liberty, that's big. So that's somebody you need to look out for, maybe do some homework on, because I'm gonna look out for him and do some homework. But I just thought that was a beautiful story, you know, like, man, this cat coming to camp with 0 stars and 0 Power 5 offers, you know, and he get offered. That's beautiful. You know?
Yeah. Homegrown Cowboy, good to see you, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. I seen you the other night on Ballard. Good to have you here, man. Good to have you here.
Yeah, I saw $1 the other night.
Yeah.
And then we got
go ahead.
Ballard got to that thousand subscribers, y'all.
Yes, sir.
And I gotta thank you, Nick Saber Dream, for sending the link over for me to go to over, you know.
Yeah.
And I subscribed on the spot, and a lot of us subscribed on the spot to get him over that hump. And so, hey man, we support everybody. We try to support especially anybody that's Bama related. We try to support all.
I want everybody to eat, man. I want everybody to try to potentially get to where they're trying to go, man.
Right. So,
but yeah, about this dude.
Go ahead.
I was just about to say something about this dude you was talking about. See, people are laughing about that. Like, wow, okay, you got a 0 star or you just got a 3 star. They laugh about that, but they don't understand the difference in between a camp offer. A camp offer is that mean coaching staff been seeing you put in work on campus. They see what they can use in you on the team because they seeing it right there live in action. Like, dang, we get this guy be good for this. We can tweak this and do all this. But camp offers mean something. When the kid, like the dude we just got, the
Joseph,
yeah, that dude we got. He was at camp Thursday. He got offered that Thursday. And he committed that Saturday.
Right. He wasn't playing. He wasn't waiting. He's like, listen, this is what I've been waiting for. He said that offer turned everything upside down for him. He's like, I ain't even wait.
That's exact words. Yep.
And you commit that fast. He wants to be at Bama, and that's the people we want. The people who want to be there. You know. So yeah. So we got Ayanada. Man, I can't pronounce that guy. Ayanada. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. I have a funky name.
Just Ayanada.
Okay. I have a funky name myself, so I know I don't like messing up people's names, you know. When you use that one guy, I was like, I ain't gonna even try on this. I ain't gonna do it.
Hey y'all, and before we move on, if anybody is on this channel and they're so happy not to be subscribed to Nick Saban Jr. Sports Talk TV, listen, I'm really trying to get to 500. I'm 13 away now. I got 1 subscriber today. Please help me out if y'all can. 500.
If y'all can help me out, go to YouTube, create another page. Even if you don't use it, create another profile, and then go to Nick Saban Jr. and subscribe to him, please. Because I have three pages, and all 3 of mine are subscribed to everybody we talk about. So, yeah, even if you don't use it, please do it.
And even if you don't use it, use it for this moment. For this moment. Because man, what was it? I think this is 4 or 5 months. I can't remember. January, February, March, April, May. 5 months. 5 months. I've been doing this for 5 months. And I'm already almost at 500. So, y'all, let's go. I started this thing basically Alabama last game against Kansas State. I basically started that week before that game.
And he stayed putting out content too. You know,
yes, sir.
They doing the reviews, the recruiting, whatever. He stayed putting out content. He's talking to all kind of guys. You know, he had a guy from Middle Tennessee on earlier, just a couple of days back. And you know, we played
Chattanooga, Tennessee. Chattanooga.
You know, and we played him this year. So, you know, so this is, you know, so he's putting the work in. So please subscribe to my man. You know.
Yes, sir. Please.
Tell your mama them.
Nick Saban Jr. TV.
tell your cousin them. Tell all the names. Tell them.
Cousin them. Little Booga. Little Trey.
And Dick, there's one more story I want to talk about, man.
Oh
I think
my
me and
God.
the
Say it
train.
again.
I hear that train in the background. Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me, Nick? Like you're lagging on your end. If everybody can hear me, I'm gonna keep going. Nick will catch up with us. There is a guy by the name of, and I know Eric D, since you up on recruiting, you'll know. KJ Lacey, 4-star quarterback in class of 2025. Is from Saraland, Alabama. He's a 4-star, but he's rated the number 5 QB, in the nation. Like I say, he still has 2 more years of high school, 2024 and 2025. And he chose Texas. He chose the state of Texas, to go to the Longhorn over the, Alabama Crimson Tide. And we like to get our in-state kids. We don't like to let nothing leave the state of Alabama, especially with talent like that, So yeah, Eric D said we're gonna flip him. I really, really do believe we're gonna flip him. We go and we play Texas on the second Saturday in September, which is September the 9th. Texas rolled into Tuscaloosa. And we put a good whooping on Texas. We put a good old fashioned, down south butt whooping on Texas. And keep on this guy. We'll get him. We'll get him. Because you got to realize Texas still have Quinn Ewers and what's the young guy name? The Manning guy will be coming in this year. So you got to figure this guy going to sit behind Manning some years, a couple, at least 3 years from Manning. So I think we have a good chance to get this guy. So I'm pushing for him. I'm hoping Saban and them don't let up off him. Reese and company need to go and get that guy, man. Because I want him back in the state of Alabama. I don't want him. I don't want to lose him to Texas. I don't want to lose nobody, but I don't like Texas. I just don't like them arrogant cats out there, So anyway, that was just my rant on him. But if anybody know KJ Lacey, 4-star quarterback, and by the time he graduate, assuming nothing happens, if you don't get hurt, he will be a 5-star. Yeah, and Ryan Williams is in that class too, and he's his quarterback. So they're gonna try to get that receiver over there, But we gotta get that kid back, man. I don't want to lose him to Texas or nobody else. And we was gonna do, if we can get Nick Saban back, because he was gonna do his list of the SEC's most rowdiest fan base. I was gonna do my list of the SEC's most rowdiest fan base, and we were gonna ask you guys to do your version of who you think the SEC most rowdiest fan base is, and see what we line up or whatever the case may be. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start mine off, and when Nick comes, we get Nick Jr. back. He can give us his. And a lot of you guys may not agree with me on mine. It is what it is. But my number one most rowdiest fan base in the SEC, I would say, would be LSU, the LSU Tigers. Them Go Tigers, they on a different level, man. Those they love to party down there, man. They have a a great fan base. They're passionate. They're very passionate. You know, they believe in them Tigers, man. Even when they're down, they believe in them Tigers. They you know, once you're in that stadium, especially in the night atmosphere, and they're playing a big game like Alabama or another SEC top contender, is rough. You back with us, Junior?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So I'm giving
I
my
guess
SEC. Go ahead.
I just about to say I see the comments now though.
Oh, you can't see the comments.
Nah.
Okay. They're fine on my end. So I
All
started
right.
off with LSU is my number one. My number two most rowdiest fan in the SEC will be those Tennessee volunteer brown dogs, whatever you want to call them. You know, for the hound dog, brown dog, beagles, regals, whatever. Tennessee is my number two. You know, go ahead, Nick.
And see, for me, this is where I kind of switch up a little bit. Cause my number one was Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
My number one was Tennessee. Number two was LSU.
Okay.
Cause like you said, at night,
At
Tennessee,
night,
12
all day.
o'clock, 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock. They crazy. They
You know, hey, listen.
crazy.
Hey, listen, I get you that. And Tennessee, listen, it's one thing, there's a couple things Tennessee known to do. They know to throw a mustard bottle, they know to throw a golf ball, and they know to throw a doggone goal post in the river. So you know, T-Time Trisha agreed with you. She said Tennessee, then LSU. So
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I might have to change that around. Something about the, you know, yeah, them jokers kind of crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna go Tennessee, then I'm gonna go LSU. My number three, and I know Nick don't agree with me. I see Eric D yours. My number three is Georgia. And you know, I really put my number three at Georgia just to get you guys reaction because you know Georgia has been quiet up until as of late. You know, lately they coming out the woodworks. I've been living in Georgia for 30 years, and I don't even know where these fans come from. I'm like, nah, I'm in the state. I ain't seen y'all until 2 years ago. Where you been? Where you at? Where you been hiding, man? So Georgia's my number three. But I gotta give it to them though, man. Like, you know, they can't get rowdy up there at Sanford Stadium now. You know, that crowd noise can get rough, you know. My number four. Now. My number four is Florida. I know Florida been down. I know they've been down, you know, for some years now. But man, Florida, they have passionate fans, and if you were ever in the swamp, hey man, them people they bringing it. Listen, when we went to the swamp a couple years ago, I'm at home watching TV, and I couldn't hear what was going on. Them people was loud, bro. I you know, what you got, Nick?
So let me do my 3 or 4. My 4, well, my 3 was Florida because no matter what's going on with Florida, they into it. They turn. And my number 4 actually was Texas A&M because we felt the wrath of the 12th man before. On several occasions, we felt that wrath before.
Yeah. I had Texas A&M in field place. I mean, I had Texas A&M in field place because really, it's almost like you said to me. I hate going there, but I hate going there at night. Yeah, it seems like that 12 man crank up at night. At night, for some odd reason, man, that place is loud. That place is raucous, and like you said, you can feel it through the TV, man. You feel them that stadium swaying, man. And them cats up there, whatever
And
they
listen,
doing.
think about this year when we played. We was at home, right?
This year we was at home.
Did you not feel that 12th man in Tuscaloosa this year?
I felt the 12 man in Tuscaloosa this year. I did.
Yeah.
I really did.
Me,
at Brian Dennis Stadium. I felt it. So who are your number 5?
My number 5 actually Mississippi State. Cause them Cowbells stupid. Them Cowbells go stupid in this thing. They go crazy in this thing.
Yes. I had Mississippi State number 6. But you're right, them Cowbells go, hey, listen, man. They ringing them bells, and
I cannot
stand
them.
Yo, can y'all please
stand them?
Shut that noise up. I can't think, but it's only on certain plays though they get rowdy. The other schools they rowdy all first down, second down, third down. Them Cowbells don't come into the third down or something on the trying to.
That's true.
That's why I can't give them the top 1 or 2 spot. Who do you have at number 6?
And this what Georgia come in for me. This what Georgia come in for me because they get turned up. Well, he said, man, I come up and talk, Bama, and introduce myself. But this is why I got them because honestly, Georgia like this, bro. They just got like this, dog.
Yeah.
When Georgia went down, they weren't doing all this stuff. They was not doing this, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I got Georgia at that spot.
I remember Alabama came. Alabama. Homegrown Cowboy. He put the link up in the chat, sir. Junior, I remember a couple of years ago, we went to Georgia, not a couple of years ago, but several years back, we went to Georgia, had that blackout, and we blacked their eyes, and they were quiet as hell over there, bro. They over there like,
damn, the same shit. They just got back right 2 years.
Right. Okay. My number 7 is Auburn. And my number 7 is Auburn because Auburn it seems like they only get rowdy with us. I've seen people go into Jordan-Hare Stadium and it's like they're having a good day. But when Alabama comes to Jordan-Hare Stadium, homegrown.
Hey guys, how you doing? Let me get adjusted here. I'm not used to this. That's a clear picture, isn't it? My gosh, man. Okay. Continue on, buddy. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Now I'll cut in when you're done.
All right. I'll say my 7 is Auburn. Like I said, Auburn only seems to really get up and rowdy is when Alabama comes to town. When they come into Auburn and Jordan-Hare Stadium. I done seen other teams going to Auburn, and I don't know, the crowd seem almost non-existent, but it just seemed like for when we come to town, it's a whole different ball game. So that's why I have them at number 7. Where do you have them at, Nick?
Place number 7. From here on out, it's gonna be the same.
Okay. So number 7 is Auburn. I have at number 8 our Alabama Crimson Tide.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I have our Alabama Crimson Tide at number 8 is we're too damn nice, man.
Spoiled.
I guess we've got so used to winning that it's nothing really. We don't get it all excited, that much. And really, to me, have you seen them Alabama tickets prices? The tickets to a game. So, going to Alabama, listen, when you're paying those type of prices, everybody except Waylon. Waylon, we know you just a regular guy. You one of us. Waylon go. He has those Alabama tickets. But when you're paying those type of prices for tickets, man, especially good seats, box seats, man, it's like going to the Kentucky Derby. You don't go in there to be rowdy. You go in there to be up. You know, you're up. You drinking mint juleps and you're neighborly. You know, it's like a red carpet event. Listen, Alabama, University of Alabama, if you're listening to this show, if you ever look at this show, listen to the show, I have a solution for you. Because Nick Saban talked about the fan participation in us, and you know, they're trying to hype the crowd up to get loud and raucous and all this good stuff. But we're too nice. Your ticket price is too doggone high. So all the people go to the games are nice people, you know, people who don't have money issues, and you know, they go to South for France for vacation. You need to let some regular, everyday blue collar workers go to a game. You need to break some ticket prices where just the average fan.
I agree with that.
Every game. But if you have average everyday, I'm talking about mechanics, mailman, policeman. I ain't talking policeman, they on duty. I'm talking about he off duty or she's off duty and she's there. Paramedics. Just
bring the heat.
You know, your regular everyday Joe, your average Joe. You will have some rowdy fans because for one, they'll be happy to be there. They'll be very happy to be there, you know, and they're gonna let everybody know. They're gonna make some noise, and don't be telling them to shut up. Let them listen. Let their steam off, man. We need those type of
and it seems like the only time they get loud is when they play Sweet Home Alabama, Dixieland Delight, or Around the Camera.
Yeah, we get the hype for that. But during the rest of the plays, we're like we're watching tennis.
We're like the Dallas Cowboys, huh? They're just like, we got too much class here.
Right, exactly. Like I said, we spend that kind of money, those people class.
We're champions. We know it.
You know, you have a bunch of William Bryans in there. It'll be a bunch of F-bombs going off and everything else. I'm trying to tell you. I'm being funny, but if they lower the prices and really some just regular working class people can attend some of those games, we'll see a difference. We really will see a difference in the participation, the noise level, and all that stuff. So, you know, that's just my take on it, man. But I just know people who pay those type of prices, they're not really used to getting rowdy. They're cool. They have etiquette, you know. They eat a salad and a salad fork. I don't know what a salad fork is. We have one fork. That's it. I don't have a spoon. I have a regular spoon.
That's the main course, isn't it? The main course.
I don't know what a teaspoon is. I don't know what that other stuff is. I know a spoon and a fork. I know a butter knife and a butcher knife. That's all
we don't know what order it goes. We just know which one to pick up, right?
I know what you want to pick up. I don't care what side of the plate. I don't know what side of the plate is on. I don't care what side of the plate go on. I eat with my elbows on the table. Okay, there's no napkin in my lap. None of that type of stuff. Okay, that's
you gotta have that steak knife though.
Right. And one more, the steak knife. One more thing also. One more thing. Listen, the concession prices are too. Listen, you and your wife, you get 2 hot dogs and 2 bottles of water. That's $87.33. That's too much money, man. Come on, you got to make it. Come on, man. You listen. God forbid you have you, your wife, and your kids.
That's what I'm about to bring up. You know, I got 5 kids. The last A game we went to, everybody was thirsty. I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna go broke here. We're gonna go broke here.
I gotta pay rent tomorrow.
Hey, so homegrown cowboy. Hey man, I appreciate you for coming on. So how you been doing, man?
All doing good. You know, I just this time of year, you know, early spring training starting, and man, just I'm so fired up. I can't even stand it. But
Yes.
I'll tell you this though, I wanted to come on here because I want to tell everybody else on your panel, maybe who I am. My name is Homegrown Cowboy. Obviously, I'm from Texas. Okay, and I grew up as a Texas Longhorn fan. But I also grew up as a Alabama Crimson Tide guy. Okay, I know that
Okay.
sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, I've caught a lot of flack for this, but I'm an SEC guy. I love my Crimson Tide. Okay,
Okay.
so with that said, I mean, if you want to ask me any questions, if I'm a real fan, I'll do the best I can to answer it. That's fine. But as far as Texas, the second game of this year, um, I've talked to a lot of fans, and I've also heard as well as that the quarterback that Texas fears the most is number 4, Jalen Milroe.
Okay.
Even though that he has not, thrown the target, with precision or whatnot, he's a little bit off. I think he's just going to need a little bit of time.
Right.
Some more practice and this, that, and the other. Let's put him in the game and get him some action and stuff. So, with that said, Texas fans are really worried about Jalen Milroe's legs. They think that he's going to be the next Vince Young. Okay,
Yeah.
so that that's probably the biggest thing right there as far as what the quarterbacks, the Texas Longhorn fans are really worried about with Alabama's offense.
Okay.
And we got Haynes as a rookie and stuff. People know who he is. He's good, but he's still, he's still a freshman. So, but with Alabama, they're going to be going up against probably the best wide receiver core in the country.
Mm-hmm.
They've got Nayor,
Mm-hmm.
they got Whittington, tight end Sanders, Worthy.
Mm-hmm. The Georgia
Oh
guy.
my God.
You got
It
the guy
goes
from
on
Georgia.
Pat. I'm sorry.
You got the guy from Georgia. The transfer.
A.D. Mitchell. How the hell did I forget that? How did I forget that?
Yeah.
So they did lose Bijan Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
With Steve Sarkisian, at the head coach, he's going to be throwing the pass downfield. He's going to be, absolutely. It's going to be an air show.
Yeah, we know Steve. We know his MO.
Yeah. So Saban's going to have to be prepared for that. We don't need any more Hillams going down against Tennessee stuff, And it's probably going to be one of the biggest games of the year between these two.
Right.
And Texas remembers that Ewers got knocked out by Dallas Turner,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're going. I say we. Now Texas is going back to Tuscaloosa. It's going to be really interesting stuff. So I'm just giving you a little bit of insight as to what UT fans are going through, what they're thinking, and everything else. And I just, I hate seeing these two play. That's me. I know Peanuts down there going, man, screw this son of a bitch. I know he's got to be saying something crazy, but that's okay though. I'll get in good with him. So, but yeah, that's basically it from what I can tell that's coming up. Now, that's also bearing injuries leading up to the game. Hopefully, Alabama doesn't have any injuries in the season or whatever. Saban Jr., you got some background noise?
Yeah, that's
I
me.
hear it.
Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, that's basically all I have to say. I mean, I'm not, up here to, listen to myself talk, but I do want to, introduce myself and give you a little bit of insight as to what Texas fans or at least Texas football team's looking forward to, because they do not want to face Jalen Milroe. Let me tell you, you put in Ty Simpson in there, and they're going to be much happier.
Okay. Well, I got a question for you. You say you like the SEC, you SEC guy. Texas is coming to the SEC next year.
It was actually my dream since the 80s. Now I was born in '69, but I've always thought, Texas, it'd be kind of cool if they were, in the same conference as Alabama, but although I didn't want to, see them play. Now, with that said, I joined Uncle Lou right before Texas. They said that Texas and Oklahoma were going to the SEC. And they also knew that I was, a fan of both teams. And they were coming at me like, what are you going to do about this now? All right, you're going to vote for, I mean, I can't. When these two face each other, it's always grit and grind.
Right.
And the past 2 meetings, I mean, the games were very close. So, but yeah, Texas going to the SEC. A lot of Texas fans are a little scared about that. Let me tell you. I mean, this isn't the Big 12. They know that that they're coming into real high quality college football.
Right.
They know that, and you have a lot of them that'll admit it. A lot of them won't. There was a guy up at work that I knew that he said he and I had an argument. I said, I'm a fan of both teams, and he said, well, the Big 12. That was right before the Big 12 became the Big 12. He said, Big 12's better. I said, are you kidding me? This is back in 2008 even. And I was like, no. SEC is number one. Now, they got Oklahoma and Texas as, big time, rivals and this, that, and the other. But you got them all over the SEC too. Right. Alabama and Auburn. Mm-hmm. So anyways, when it was the announcement came in that the Oklahoma and Texas is going to the SEC, I called the guy up. He's at a different company now, and I said, "What do you think now?" He was like, "Oh shit."
Singing a different tune, huh?
Singing a different tune, yes, because he forgot about what he had said about the Big 12 being better than the SEC, and we all know that that's not true, right. So, but the SEC is what the SEC. The Longhorns jumping into the SEC is one reason why Arch Manning went to Texas.
Went to Texas, right?
Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons. Second reason is because of Sarkisian.
Right.
Now, Sarkisian, as we all know, he's the one that brought Bryce Young in.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And me personally, I think that Steve Sarkisian was, when he left, that was a huge missing part of the puzzle in 21 and 22, because he left in 20, I believe.
Right.
So I think that if Bryce Young had Steve Sarkisian, I think that Alabama would have won another championship. There's no doubt in my mind.
I agree.
He's just that good of a coach, and
right.
he fit well with that system. So
right.
That's I may not be telling you anything you already know, but that's basically it. So,
okay. One more question for you, and I'm not sure if Nick have any, but with Sarkisian, if Sarkisian doesn't have a winning season or a less than stellar season, do you think that they would try to replace him, or they would give him some leeway, give him another year or two?
Definitely not. I mean, they're not going to get rid of him until Arch Manning has finished his tenure at Texas. Now, with that said, he brought in Arch Manning. It was him. So they're going to give him the benefit of the doubt all the way through. So it sounded like some of your guys, some of the people in the chat didn't know that KJ Lang had committed to Texas.
Right.
Okay. That's a big time pickup recruit as well. But as we all know, just because somebody gets committed doesn't mean they cannot decommit.
Correct. They haven't signed anything yet.
Right. Now there's a guy in between KJ Lang and Arch Manning. His last name is Owens. I forget the first name, but he's down from Houston and he's supposed to be a badass too.
Right.
So I would say that if he doesn't do well with Arch Manning, he's good as gone.
Okay.
Which would be fine with me because I think he'd go back to Alabama after that. You would think. Okay. So, he's definitely a good offensive and a quarterback's coach. He has to, prove it on the field that he's a good head coach. So we'll see how that goes.
Right. Now, do you think Arch Manning is the real deal, or is just the hype of the name, him being a Manning?
I think they gave him too high of a recruit rating.
Okay.
They gave him 100. I think that's a little bit high.
Right.
But I don't know if there was some kind of inside thing going on there to give him 100 or not. But if he wasn't 100, just because of his last name, has brought more recruits into Texas.
Right. Okay.
So, of course, I'd rather see Texas get Arch Manning than Georgia or Tennessee, or LSU, especially LSU.
Right.
So, but Sarkisian's been picking off a lot of players from Louisiana that they think would be going to LSU. Derek Williams, oh my gosh, that guy is a badass, and he's from New Iberia. He's a safety, and that was a huge pickup right there. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, if it wasn't for Arch Manning, he wouldn't be there.
Right. Okay, Nick, you have anything you want to ask him?
Nah, man. Hey, you said a lot, and there was a lot of interesting information I want to know. I'm glad you was able to hop on with us too, man. Glad I'm putting the face with a name.
Yeah, that's right. There's nothing. Hey, I'm being honest, okay? So please,
listen.
My dog's over
here. We were football opinions over here.
And what part of Texas are you in?
I got to hit that mic button here because the dogs are so damn loud. I grew up in Dallas, and I live in East Texas.
Okay. They're gonna bring you out there with the Alabama hat on.
Oh man! Hey, I've already been through it. Believe me. So, but anyways, guys, and you, sir, not Nick Saban Jr., but you, I didn't get your name.
Roll Tide and Rise Up.
Roll Tide and Rise Up. That's right. Okay, got you. Well, fantastic. I tell you what, I'm gonna step down. Good talking to you guys. I just wanted to introduce myself, and
sir.
And then we'll definitely be talking again before the regular season starts, right?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys.
All right. Appreciate you coming on, sir.
Roll Tide.
Hey, when you go, I'm gonna put my email up there. You can email me too as well, so I can have your information.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, just you gonna put it in chat?
Yeah, it's on the screen now.
Okay, I'll have to leave here to look at it because I'm on my phone. So, okay, you guys, it was good meeting you, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Roll Tide.
All right.
Hey, Eric D, I'm sitting in the dark because I believe this rain light is making my laptop get hot, man. I don't know. My laptop is like it's running hot, then it goes crazy again. That's why I gotta sit in the dark like this. I'm sorry, y'all.
All right. And so we'll finish off our list, and then we'll close it out because we at 1 hour 9 minutes. So we left off at number 8 with Alabama. And your 8 number, you number 8 Alabama as well?
Yeah, it was. So I say it's basically the same. So yes.
Mm-hmm. And well, I explain why. Number 9, I go Arkansas. I gotta give Arkansas fans some credit though, because Arkansas always seemed to start off great and everything, and just take a downturn
somewhere in the season.
Somewhere in the mid-season, man, they just start kind of spiraling down. But the fans, they're hopeful, man. They're there, and they keep coming. They keep Sue win, we pick it, whatever the hell they say. So, and I give them that. And after Arkansas, my number 10 is South Carolina. You know, South Carolina can get rowdy, but you know, South Carolina, that school that wins a game that they don't supposed to win. And I mean, they come in and double the game that they don't supposed to win. I mean, they come in and they're like, where these guys been all year? And the fans are like, ah. And man, when they played Tennessee, those fans were, I mean, they were phenomenal, man. They had it going on, but you know, the other games, you know, they're just like, okay, well, we're here, and okay.
And see, I'm going back to Arkansas a little bit on this one. The reason why I got Arkansas, what they had to do, number 9, because when they come out hot, them fans there, and always the Alabama game, they always bring hype in, but once they get deflated, to me, they're not there no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And South Carolina, that was on point with me too, because they always somehow win the games they shouldn't win. They're not expected to win. At least I'm not gonna say shouldn't. They're not expected to win. And when they do it, they go crazy. Like you said, that Tennessee game last year, bro, that stadium was going crazy, bro.
Right. I mean, they were losing their mind. I mean, they had every right to, because they were putting it on Tennessee.
Yeah.
But you know, for the most part, you're not that rowdy like that.
No.
Number 11, I got Ole Miss. I don't even really know what to think about Ole Miss fans. I have to be honest with you.
Man, like, I really don't.
You know, I know they got the whole land shark thing going on, but I don't get it. I don't understand. You know, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Look, they have nice tailgating.
Yeah, I heard that. You know, I've never been to a game, but I heard that. So, you know, and that's another reason I had LSU number 1, because they tailgate their butt off on LSU.
Oh, they go crazy.
Even if you're an opposing fan from the opposing team that game, they will feed you, man.
Yep, they will. They will.
So, they'll feed you and then get in there and cuss you out during the game. So, call y'all kind of names. So they're just, that's why I gave them the number 1, because they're just, and they party. And they party, man. Listen, you eating, you drinking, you're partying, all that good stuff, and they hate you when the kickoff starts. So going down to number 12, I have Kentucky. Basically, well,
I don't know what to say about them.
I don't know what to say about them either, man. Like, when they're doing good, they're cheering their team on, they're screaming. When they're not doing well, they're like, well, we're a basketball school, so so
yeah, exactly. Mark schools that, then when they ain't no good, well, we a basketball school. Well, y'all ain't even really been in basketball school the last couple years neither, so I ain't gonna even talk about that either.
Right. And so that goes. At 13, I have Missouri.
Yeah.
I
don't know why.
Missouri and the SEC.
Honestly, at that point, I just started throwing names down there. I just made sure Vanderbilt was last.
And the only reason that Missouri is 13 is because we got Vanderbilt. Otherwise, they would have been dead last. So it is what it is, man. Vanderbilt is Vanderbilt. Hey, they don't expect nothing. They don't. They might win a game here and there. But Missouri, you're not dead last because of Vanderbilt. So there you have it.
And I'm gonna say this: Vanderbilt, but I believe Vanderbilt gonna upset some more teams like they did last year too. And honestly, I think Devin Leary gonna upset a couple of people too at Kentucky.
Yeah. So
in South Carolina, that one game that you ain't supposed to win, that y'all win. Come on, let it be Georgia. Let it be Georgia this time.
well, South Carolina got to go to Georgia this year, if I'm not mistaken. I think they have to go to Athens. So,
hey, they did it before. That's all I'm gonna say. They did it before.
Right. And what this is, they played them the third game of the season. So that's the third game.
I think it's the fourth, maybe.
It's the third. Because first they got first is somebody, then it's Ball State, South Carolina, then it's somebody, La Tech or some, but it's the third game. It's the third game. But I know they are in Athens this year, so up at Sanford Stadium. So, but I would love for you guys to pull that out for South Carolina. We would love. I would love, because there's a lot of people that be all over the chat that I just know going to disappear when it happens. If it happens,
I just know it. That's funny.
Yeah, some people a lot of people be on KB page is not gonna show up if they mess around and lose to South Carolina.
Man.
They're not gonna show. Tom Reed, what's up, man?
Hey, it's all love, Tom Reed. But Eric D said it right. 2 years ago, South Carolina came to Georgia and won. Jake Fromm coming off a national championship loss. They beat him.
Hey, man. Uncle Lou was so pissed off. Uncle Lou was pissed. Oh, and that's what he wanted Kirby gone.
Homegrown Cowboy is on the screen. It's on the screen, Homegrown Cowboy. It's on the screen.
Okay. Well, y'all, it's been a good show. We didn't go an hour and 17 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Here, and thank you for coming on, Homegrown Cowboy. I don't know what to say. You're Alabama and the Texas fan. The Texas about to be in the SEC. I don't know what hat you're going to put on. Because we're going to see each other at least every other year now with the new system the way everything's set up. So, but it's been a great show, y'all. We're going to get ready to sign out here, man. And thank you, everybody, for, coming in the chat. You, Tom Reed.
Yes, sir.
William Bryan, Waylon. I'm coming over to the show, Waylon, to check you out. Stephen Hicks, Alabama Tide, Jeff Stapleton. Who else? Anybody I missed? I'm sorry. I think I saw AJ here earlier. And
Trish.
Eric D, of course. Eric D, we need to get you on the show, man. We really need to get you on the show. So
yes, sir. I want to do a recruiting show with him for real, man.
Right. And earlier in the chat, before I get out of here, Alabama Tide had, I think it was either Icebox or Alabama Tide. I want to think it was Alabama Tide. Asked who's my most hated coach, I guess, in the SEC. And mine, I'm gonna tell you, I got two. One of them is new, but they both at the same school. And it's Dumbo Fisher, and I can't stand Bobby Petrino. I can't stand him. I'm a Falcon fan. You know how he did my Falcons. He left them in the middle of the night, gonna leave some doggone notes on the doggone lockers and stuff. I don't like Bobby Petrino, and I don't like Dumbo Fisher. So there it is. Anyway, so that's my most hated in the SEC. Anyway, y'all, we're gonna get out of here, man.
Hey, why you don't like Petrino? Let me ask you that real quick. Why you don't like Petrino?
The way he did my Falcon.
I figured you were gonna say that. That's why I asked.
Yeah, the way he did my doggone Falcon, man.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
The Falcon ain't the only people he just kind of up and quit on either. He did that, nobody else. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got a little traffic.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here, y'all. We're gonna end it with a roll tide. Roll tide, everybody.
Roll tide, baby.